he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open his head wide open. Cracked open his amazing.
And welcome everyone, it's Mario Man 2100. We're back with a new Let's Play, finally. After about, what, a month since I did Mario Party 8. Apologise for that, but even today, like even before, like even just like not even half an hour before I started recording this, I'm still trying to decide on what I actually wanted to play, whether it wanted to be this or Burnout 3 Takedown, but I eventually landed on Mario Kart Wii. I wouldn't say the black sheep of the franchise, but an entry in the franchise that not a lot of people really like. My opinion is that this game is pretty good. I really do enjoy it. It's funny because we're seeing this as an intro, but I'm pretty sure this was like one of the original trailers, because I remember the Mario and Luigi like battling each other with the Wii wheel and stuff like that, and then like Peach coming in and belting Luigi away and that sort of thing. So ultimately, as you can see, I've got a full save file there, and I've got a decently full save file there. Let's go with abnormal and just see what we've got. So ultimately there's so many different modes we do have in this game. I've played this game a lot over the years, so I might get... Actually, before I do that, what I will do is I will actually delete the data on this. Yeah, and then just remake one. Yes, new license. I'm going to be going between characters because I have a full roster in my big full save file, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yes. Alright, so we'll go into single player. It should get... Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get an unlock straight away. So we're just going to go through each of the different modes. I think eventually we'll be getting like 150 and 200cc, 150 and 200cc, 150 in mirror mode. So we're going to start with 50cc, we're going to start with karts only, and yeah, we've only got a roster of 12 characters, which is, it's a bit strange looking at it this way, but the original game was only 8 characters, as was 64. We didn't get 12 characters, we got 8 characters again in Super Circuit. We didn't get like at least 12 characters until Double Dash. So ultimately we have Baby Mario, Baby Peach, Koopa Troopa, Toad, Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Yoshi, Wario, Waluigi, Bowser, and DK to start off with. So let's go from the top. And then we have the Standard Kart, the Baby Booster, and the Concerto. So we'll start with the Standard, and we'll go into Manual, because it's definitely better to do Manual than Automatic. Automatic is good to play this game starting off, but once you get into the habit of playing it, you should play manual pretty much every time because you get bloody mini turbo boosts off drifts, whereas automatic you don't. So let's go from the top. Go with the Mushroom Cup. So I think I'm going to be playing all the cups multiple times. It could even be a situation where I take a break and try and go a different way. So I might go through all the nitro circuits and then go the retro circuits, or alternate between the two, or just work out something so that it's not all the same all the time. But yeah, this was the first game to get 12 characters into the roster, as in like racing at the same time, because up until this point it was only 8. The item balance in this, I will say, is probably one of the weakest aspects of this, is that the item balance is all over the place. I don't know why I didn't let go of the turbo. But yeah, it is one thing that I will say that like Luigi Circuit in this game is pretty good. I will say it's not like the greatest track. That's the name of the console. So of course this is one of the, I would say one of the best selling Mario Kart games, of course, because of the Wii. The Wii had everything at some point. This game introduced quite a few things. Of course, bikes, of course, is one of the biggest things that is a part of this game. The introduction of bikes, because at this point, like I think DS might have had some bikes, like Waluigi had one of the trikes, and Rob, I think. No, I'm not even sure how. So I'm playing with the classic controller, so I'm not actually sure on the power block, because with the power block, you can shake the Wii remote if you're playing the Wii remote alone, or with the Wii remote and nunchuck combination. You can actually use the interactivity of the motion control to stop the power block from hurting you more than it should. So you only spin out once, rather than like spinning out 3 times like I did there. I'm not sure how to do it on the classic controller, because that's actually how I'm playing. So I don't know whether I want to do the idea of having like all sorts of different characters having their own separate table as like I actually might do that as a separate thing, where throughout the Let's Play, if people want to write in the comments and keep track of which characters overall have points, and see which character comes out on top at the end of the whole Let's Play. Might be a nice thing to have interactivity with the characters. So now we go to Moo Moo Meadows, which I still think is a fantastic, it's still a great track. I think that as a Mushroom Cup track, it is fantastic. I need some water. It very much builds off the idea of Moo Moo Farm in Mario Kart 64. I didn't think I quite had the boost right. I'm getting the slipstream boost already. But like the item balance, I will say, in this game is a little bit all over the place. It's one of the aspects that people complain about a lot with this game in particular. And like the balance between karts and bikes as well, which we eventually will get to in 150cc. We won't see that until that time. Oh, that might be is it the right analog stick? I'm pressing the right button and not doing tricks. That's looking backwards. I can't remember if it's. I don't think it's the right stick. I'll try the right stick, but the music's still great, fantastic in this. I will say, like this track is fantastic when it's brought back in Mario Kart 8. No, so that's looking backwards. So that was, is it the B button or is it the stick? It's not the stick. And the power block actually makes you drop your items as well. Yeah, I might do like different controller types as well, so I might eventually play it, because ultimately you can play the Wii Remote by itself, which of course the advertising was for the Wii Wheel peripheral, which of course was just a piece of plastic, but you know, like I played a lot with the Wii Wheel in general in this game, and it works well. I mean, it's a plastic peripheral for your Wii Remote, so the Wii Remote. No, it's not the B button either. I don't even know what the tricks are going to be in this. Can I pause it to check? It doesn't even tell me. I'm sure you can use tricks on the... Oh, there was a blue shell coming through. I didn't actually see that. That's one thing I will say that I actually prefer DS and 8 for, and even 7 to a certain extent, so you can see the blue shells coming, whereas this, it's not until like the last minute. I'm sure you can do tricks on this with a classic controller. Now we have Mushroom Gorge, another track that returns as a retro track. A lot of people like this one. I think it's alright. I think the original rendition of this, it did return in 7. So it's definitely seemed to be one of the most popular tracks from Mario Kart Wii. Should be a decent boost there, yeah. I definitely prefer the original design of it. I will say the bounce effect of the mushrooms in this make you go a little bit all over the place. And that's one thing that people do not like about this track, even in the future renditions of this track. With 7 and of course Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when it returns as well in the Booster Course Pass, which we've still got one more usually don't go this way, I'll go this way. Oh, missed the item boxes. So with the carts, of course, as you can see, the oh god, Toad got caught up in that mess too. Like, I like the idea of Mushroom Gorge as a track, but it's not like the best track, I will admit. Oh god, I don't want that. That's the worst item in the game. That's the Thundercloud. It, like, basically it's like, oh yeah, punishing you for getting items. It's so ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it so much. It just punishes you from getting items. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Like items like the Super Horn and like Lucky 7 and like Crazy 8 and stuff like that. They're really cool items because they have multiple uses. Of course, Lucky 7 and Crazy 8, of course, they've got multiple items. So. It feels weird not doing tricks in this game. It feels like I'm playing like Mario Kart DS all over again, which didn't have tricks in it, but was still a really good game. It just feels very strange. Maybe that's why I play it with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck combination a lot. So yeah, so it was kind of got a little bit sidetracked. So yeah, so you can play the Wii Remote alone. You can play the classic controller plugged into the Wii Remote. You can play the Wii Remote and Nunchuck combination, which still has motion control in it. And I will say this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. In fact, I think actually it might be my favorite, my favorite. Toad's Factory. Love this track. I wish this track will come back. If it doesn't come in the last cuts of the Booster Cross Pass, I won't be too upset with it. I love this track. I know not everybody will enjoy it, but I think that with the anti-gravity and like the I love the music. Like it's one of the aspects I love about this track is that the music for this track is fantastic. Like the music for the soundtrack in general is pretty good. Like some of the new tracks in the game sound fantastic with fantastic tracks. Like I'm looking at like Bowser's Castle, like this rendition of Bowser's Castle. You're looking at Rainbow Road's another good one. Grumble Volcano, another really good track. Of course, with the power block, if you are in the air while the block actually goes off, it won't actually be too bad for you. You will avoid the effects of the power block because you're in the air. It only affects things that are on the ground, like in Mario Brothers, the arcade game. It was a weird item to bring into the game. We'll say that much. Power block was not something that I would have thought would have come into the game, but it has. But you can play the Wii Remote Nunchuck combination, which still has motion control in it. You can play the classic controller as I am right now, and you can also play with the previous console's controller, the GameCube controller, which that's also another fantastic option. And I love the fact that we can play multiple ways in this game. So ultimately, of course, there's 4-player multiplayer. You can play. You used to be able to play online with 12 people in general, so it was a fantastic time. And having multiple different controllers, so if you have like something like a couple of GameCube controllers, like maybe a Wavebird controller and like a normal GameCube controller, you have a Wii Remote Nunchuck and a Wii Remote, everybody can play. Everyone can play this game, which I think is really great for accessibility and the fact that more people could play it. Because the multiplayer for this game is pretty damn good. I'm running pretty fast. Usually if you do well on this track in terms of like the time trials, you might get a situation where the travelators that do change colour and change direction from the inside and outside track, if you're going fast enough, those won't actually change from the previous lap. So ultimately, if you're getting a really decent time on this track, that's how you can tell. So yeah, so we've got the Mushroom Cup in our hands. See, now the CPU can do tricks, which is really weird. I don't think there's any motion control in the classic controller because it's classic controller. Mushroom Cup. 2 stars? I mean, I guess like the time is not great, but I'm surprised that I only got 2 stars, not 3 stars for that. But anyway, what else is new? It's bloody Peach. So yeah, so another one of the baby characters. So of course we got the light. So the way that they set it up is that they got the lightweight characters on the top rows. They got the medium weights in the middle, and they got the heavyweights down the bottom. It's weird that Waluigi is considered a heavyweight in this game, but I don't know. Maybe he hangs out with Wario too much. Of course, all your carts even since Double Dash, really. All your carts have had different stats, but this is one of the games that really, like, DS kind of expanded that a little bit, because it was only 3 stats, I think, in Double Dash. DS expanded that to 7, if memory serves me right. And of course, Wii also takes the 7 approach, but like the 7 stats approach, but we've got, I think they had an items one, like an items stash on how well the items would use. I'm guessing it's for like mushrooms and stuff like that. In DS, of course, that one got dropped, so it's only speed, weight, acceleration, handling, drift, and off-road and mini-turbo. So ultimately all the different cards have different stats. The lightweights will have higher acceleration than the medium and heavyweights. Heavyweights will have a lot more speed. Even if I just have a look, just go with Waluigi, for example. As you can see, the weight and speed is up, but the acceleration is not as grand. Like it's not as and you can see like the acceleration, the handling for the lightweights are like the highest stat. So let's go with the baby booster. And go across. So they're playing Flower Cup, and now we go to Mario Circuit. Pretty cool design for this one. Of course, this is the track that you see with the results. The results lap. So, of course, all the karts have different stats. Of course, Mario Kart 7. This will be the last game that does like specifically designed karts, because after this you'll get like kart parts in 7 and above, where you can customize your own karts with its body, different wheels, like the glider and stuff like that. Like those will affect your stats instead. This is dedicated karts in this game, so this is the last game to do it, and you know, I think it sends it off on a high note, because there's a lot of good designed pretty damn cool designed karts in this game. I think Baby Booster is a pretty good one. I think that's cool, because there's a baby stroller as a kart, which I believe, like, the design of this Baby Booster is very similar to the pram that's used in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, I think. Or, no, sorry, Partners in Time, what am I talking about? Partners in Time, which was released before this on DS. I believe that was 2007. Because Baby Peach was a part of that. Like, ultimately, oh, actually, that didn't catch me. I'm surprised that caught me. I thought I jumped in the air at the right time. Because, of course, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. Like, Baby Mario was a thing. And I think Baby Luigi and Baby Peach were as well. Oh my god, what am I playing? Frantic mode? Like, Jesus Christ. Like I said, the item balance is pretty weird, because you can get multiple blue shells in the same race, so yeah, so I think that Baby Mario, of course, was a thing in Mario Tennis. I think Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, I think were in multiple games before it. I think, of course, yeah, Yoshi's Island being one of them, with Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. And I think Baby Peach, it wasn't until Yoshi's Island DS, which I think also released before this, on the DS. So we had a lot of the designs for like baby characters. I'm surprised that we haven't got